The Speedy Snail and the Obstacle Race. Once upon a time, in a lively village, deep within the rolling hills of the countryside, there lived a tiny snail called Nibbles. Nibbles was small and slow, content to move at a snail's pace through life, never feeling the need to race in a hurry anywhere. He was happy to explore his small village and all its surroundings, the length of a single day often lasting 2 or 3 saunters. One day, Nibbles and his other snail pals were out on their usual adventure when a very strange sight caught their attention. A great big banner appeared, strung between trees and draped on fence posts, and it read, "The first annual snail race. All snail varieties invited to compete. First prize, 500 quills." Nibbles' curious nature was piqued, and he found himself quickly drawn in. Most of his snail friends were feeling much too scared to participate, however, especially when they saw the challenge that was presented, a winding obstacle course with treacherous traps set before the finish line. Nevertheless, Nibbles was undeterred. He found the challenge far too irresistible, and with a silent snag of his little antennae, Nibbles began to gather his supplies. A backpack filled with supplies and a determination to win, Nibbles was ready to take on the challenge. The day of the race quickly arrived, and as the sun shone high in the sky, Nibbles began his journey. His tiny feet were not designed for speed, and so it took him a while to cross the earthen racetrack. The many hurdles and traps were a challenge to his courage, his unyielding confidence wavering now and then. But Nibbles pressed onward, quickly developing a strategy for crossing the obstacles. He used his heightened sense of smell to navigate through tight spaces, and his sticky secretions to cling to objects scattered before him. His strategy resulted in Nibbles mastering the course, and he even managed to take the lead. The other snails were taken aback, wondering who this speedy little snail could be. But Nibbles wasn't stopping. In a frenzy of triumph, he quickly reached the finish line, a winner by a landslide. The crowd was in awe, amazed that a snail could complete such a feat. And so Nibbles won the first prize of 500 quills, a heroic win for a tiny snail. This win was a monumental experience for Nibbles. The recognition and admiration he received for his achievement filled him with a feeling of pride and assurance that he could overcome any obstacle. This experience even enabled Nibbles to set a far grander goal for himself, to take the next snail race by storm. He wanted to be the first and best among the snails, undisputed champion of the snail race. With this goal set and the 500 quills in hand, Nibbles slowly began making preparations for the next race. And so the story of Nibbles, the Speedy Snail, was one filled with laughter and joy. He taught the other snails that no matter the size or speed, obstacles can be overcome and goals achieved with perseverance and tenacity. Nibbles is still known today as the champ of the snail race, his adventures inspiring any size and species of snail to break free of their shells and take on the world.